Welcome to the Sandler Sales and Sales Leadership Thought of the Day. In talking to a lot of salespeople that come to us and say, hey Chad, I'm really struggling with closing, or I don't know, I just can't get people to make a decision. I'm looking for a silver bullet technique. I'm looking for something you can teach us. And we get a lot of great techniques. But as we get talking to salespeople, a lot of time it's not so much technique based as it is mindset based. And I call these the sales killers. These are the things that really prevent salespeople from reaching their maximum. And when we look at that, we talk about things like the salesperson's need for approval. A lot of times we have that inner child in us who wants to get that positive ego stroke and said, you did a good job today. And so salespeople, when they meet a prospect who says, I want you to give me a quote, or I need you to do this, they're more than willing to do that. Unfortunately, they're getting their need for approval met instead of going, hey, Mr. Prospect, I'm not really sure why you need that today. Can you help me understand how that's going to help you make a decision? So we have to be careful that we don't let our need of approval get in the way of asking better questions and really questioning what the prospect's motives are. So that's one of the big issues we see out there. Fear of rejection. This is a big one. It's kind of why people don't go out and prospect. It's why that when they get the door slammed on the front door, they don't go in the back door if they really need to talk to somebody in that business. They're really scared of being told no. No is your friend. No frees up time. A hard no is very valuable because now you got more time to prospect and find new potential clients. So don't get your child's needs met at work. It's not the appropriate place. You have to go for no. You're just playing the role of salesperson. Sometimes we have other things going on in our head like money concepts. Some of you have been taught that money is scarce and there's only so much of it and you don't deserve it. And because of that, you self-limit. You don't do the right activities. Or when a prospect, is looking to buy something expensive, you kind of go, well, I don't know if you really need that. I wouldn't pay that much. Don't let your money concept get in the way of your success. Life scripts. These are stories we tell ourselves over and over again. They usually sound like, if only this happened, or, maybe I'm not deserving of this, or I shouldn't be allowed to talk to that person. I'm not as good as them. These are all little scripts we have, and we tell ourselves stories sometimes that are very limiting. Be careful with that. Life scripts, you can rewrite them. It takes a lot of time and usually a lot of positive self-talk to get those scripts changed. And of course, don't let a prospect press your emotional buttons. You have to maintain emotional objectivity. When we get in a sales call, sometimes they press our button, they ask us things, either they get us positively, emotionally engaged, or negatively, instead of us staying, what I call, in that psychopathic state where we're more strategizing and really thinking about what we got to do next versus engaging emotionally. Remember, you have to engage the prospect emotionally, not yourself. So we see those happening a lot out there in the world of sales. If some of that makes sense to you and if you'd like to investigate that a little more, visit our website, crash a class, come out and visit us. We have an online webinar coming up in a week about managing a sales territory. We'd love to have you there.